Hi, my name is Landon.
Hi, my name is Luca.
We will be running the show today because Caitlin and Chris got lost in a snowstorm and we could not find them. We will be starting with showing you some gold that we went gold panning a few weeks ago. And this is gold.
And some mineral rocks. And this is some garnets. And this is some garnets too. And
this is fool's gold or fool's silver. We don't know yet.
And these are just some cool rocks, I think. I don't know what they are.
And this is, do you want to introduce them?
This is avocado, and this is safari. And we will be showing you a video of gold panning.
Bye.
So what is that?
Dirt. Duh.
Oh, okay. Do you have a certain technique for doing this?
Yeah, I get not a lot of rocks.
Oh, okay. So Landon, can you show people and tell people how you pan for gold?
You get some water and mush up all the mud chunks. Then you keep some water, shake it around.
Is that one a bust?
No gold in this.
No gold in that. Mom, do you have any? Find any?
Nope.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
We made it out of the snowstorm. The snowstorm. Those were my nephews there who started off the show, and they have been asking since we've been in Alaska if they can make an appearance on the virtual session, and this is actually our last session that's in Alaska. So we said, okay, yep, you can start the show off, and now they exited out the door. Otherwise, you would still hear them if they were still around. And it is snowy here, actually. We just drove up from Anchorage to Fairbanks a few days ago, and it went from fall to full-on winter in the course of the 360-mile drive.
Yep.
There's snow outside, and it's fully winter
It's
here.
actually really beautiful with the,
Yes, it is.
the nice coating of snow. And it's not too cold yet. I think it's in the 20s and low 30s and during the day. So it's not actually that bad.
It's the pleasant part of winter
Yeah,
in
it's actually
Fairbanks.
quite balmy.
Yes. So thanks for showing up a little earlier than normal today. There is another major event happening at 9 p.m., which we again will not mention the name of that event, but we don't want to conflict with that event. So we're going to try to finish by 9 this evening. We'll give it a shot. To do that, we are going to, by we, I mean I am going to talk less. And it's gonna start right now, actually.
Cool.
So let's go ahead and get started with a set of jigs here to warm up with. And these tunes are, I have to look at my notes. Oh, the Black Rogue, which was suggested by Bob Esty, actually.
Cool.
From the CTARS spreadsheet.
Great.
The Orphan, which popped in my head today, and we haven't played this in a long time, and I'm hoping I can go into the right tune.
Yeah, if we don't go in the Orphan, just bear with us.
Yeah, when we were practicing, I was going into some other E minor tune, and I don't know the name of it, but we're going to try to go into the Orphan. And then after that, we'll go into Legacy Jig in the normal key of G major, not F major, like I sometimes like to play it in. So here we go. Okay, 2 times each, reasonable speeds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good way to start. Usually by this time I'm still talking.
We've already got gold panning and a full set of tunes in.
Yes, and 2 children.
Very impressive.
In and out the door.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, I think most of you who are watching are our regular folks, especially since we're at this earlier time. Nobody would know unless you were a regular.
Yes.
So I will just keep this short. If you want extra information or any of the usual links, they're down in the description. Just remember, if you can, to throw a few bucks into the box. Where's the box today?
Up here.
Where? No, I don't see it.
Up
It's above Chris's head as usual, and I'll throw it in the comments as well. And of course, that is how we keep this operation going. This is the last of the CTARS sessions.
It is.
That does not mean we're going to stop playing common tunes at reasonable speeds. Don't worry, but we're just going to revert to our pre-break format. Pre-hiatus format, which is more special guest and leader based, and we actually have our schedule up for that, which we'll talk about later. But so this is the last of the Alaska sessions as well.
Mm-hmm.
For now, yes. Okay, so the cool thing about tonight is we have 4 singers.
Yeah.
Which we haven't ever had.
Actually, more than a couple singers on ever,
yeah.
Right?
And I feel pretty strongly that song should be part of session. And actually, you might not know this, but when we started Mary O's 5 or 6 years ago, I insisted that everybody at the session sing a song each time. I don't know how many of you guys remember this right at the beginning. And I actually had we had binders that I made that had the lyrics in them.
Wow.
And I think those binders are still in Mary's basement. Actually.
Wait, like everyone had to sing their own song, or you all together sang a song?
No, like the binder had all the lyrics to a few common songs, and then we would get the binders out and sing them.
Got it.
And that stopped because nobody wanted to sing, and I'm not a great singer. But anyways, this is all to say that I love songs. I think they're a really important part of sessions. So we have 4 singers tonight, and we're just going to get started with the first one.
Cool.
This is Brenda Castle's. I met Brenda in New York like within the last couple of years, I think. Right? Is that where you met her too?
Yeah, I think so.
But we've become fast friends, and we actually work together a ton now in the internet age, which is strange. But we're really grateful that she is going to sing Nancy Spain. And if you want to sing along with her, we have a virtual lyrics book, which you can access at tune.supply/sounds. It's on the Mary O's soundboard, the regular place that you go to get your sound effects. The lyrics are over there as well. And Chris is going to throw that up on the screen there. Oh, it's Tyne. It's Tyne. Okay, there we go. So, yep, type that into your browser. You'll get the lyrics, and you can go ahead and sing along. Wow, that's really big, Chris. Now you're just having too much fun.
Yep.
We were going to be more serious.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Okay, so here we go. Here's our first guest for tonight, Brenda Castles with Nancy Spain.
Hello from Dublin, everyone. I'm going to sing you a song, and I hope you'll join in the chorus. That's the whole point of the evening. And the chorus goes... No matter where I wander, I'm still haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone, will you return again? Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? So yeah, Nancy Spain. And I'm wondering, is he singing to the ring or to Nancy? It sounds like he really wants that ring back, doesn't it? But the rest of the song, I suppose, is quite romantic. So I'd say best case scenario, he'd like Nancy back with the ring on her finger. So that's what I'm going to assume. And I like this song because although he's wandering around, she is also somewhere away, which is good. She's not sitting at home pining. He's the piner. Of all the stars that ever shone, not one does twinkle like your pale blue eye. Like golden corn at harvest time, your hair sailing in my boat, the wind gently blows and fills my sail. Your sweet scented breath is everywhere. Daylight peeping through the curtains of the passing nighttime is your smile. The sun in the sky is like your laugh. Come back to me, my Nancy, and linger for just a little while. Since you've left these shores, I've known no peace nor joy. matter where I wander, I'm still haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone, will you return again? Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? On a day in spring when the snow starts to melt and streams to flow, with the birds I'll sing a song. In a while I'll wander down by Bluebell Grove where wildflowers grow, and I'll hope my lovely Nancy will return. No matter where I wander, I'm still haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone, will you return again? Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? All together now. No matter where I wander, I'm still haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone, will you return again? Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain?
Excellent. So good to see Brenda. I think that Brenda's going to be back soon. I can't remember when. We just put together the whole leader schedule for the rest of the year, actually, because we're going to move the session to every other week approximately. It's not exactly that, but just because I think there's so many things going on these days, that's going to be our new schedule. But I think Brenda's back. I just can't remember when right now because I don't have it in front of me. Okay, couple things on the subject of the session and tune supply. Actually, we mentioned last time that Chris actually started. Well, you took over the project from Jennifer Kelly of doing what we're calling like cliff notes of the session, which is where we're making a list of all of the things that have happened on the session, tunes and songs and whatever, and putting them online and linking the tunes to the session.org so you can go over and check out the notes if you need them. So what session number are you up to now?
I think there's only 10 up right now, but I've got more done. I should put them up.
They're not on the website yet.
Yeah, I'm through like the first 20 sessions.
Yeah, it's a big project.
Yeah.
So we'll keep putting those up as we get them. And this is the link here. It's also in the email if you've been getting the email. So you can go back and review or learn some new tunes. Yep. And thank you to Chris and Jennifer for working on that big project. And
Jennifer actually did all the hard work. I'm just basically just adding the links.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yes.
We should have Jennifer on again soon.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I wanted to mention, a lot of you have done this already, but we made a little survey for tune supply generally, although there's some Mario's questions as well, because we want to continue innovating and providing tunes and things that are useful to you and not providing the things that are not useful to you, like too much talking. So I'm going to put a link to the survey in the comments, and if you have a few minutes to fill it out, it will help us to determine what our next steps are in terms of Tune Supply's plans, since we're going to be doing this for
the foreseeable future, still, unbelievably. I just read that I think New York is preparing for another lockdown.
What?
There's the article in the Times today about that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I know a number of states are having trouble right now, including Alaska.
And I think Ireland just announced a 6-week national lockdown.
Yeah, Brenda was saying that was why she was emailing us late, was because they were getting ready for a lockdown. Anyways, we hope that you guys are all still doing okay. I'm going to put the link in the, you know what, I have to do that on the next
Okay.
thing
Great.
that happens because we're going to play again. But yeah, if you can fill out the session, we would love to hear from you. And thanks to
survey.
everybody.
Fill out the survey.
This is why I'm not allowed to talk
Right.
anymore. It's because the words get all mixed up. So we're going to play another set of tunes for you to play along to. Okay, we're trying a new thing here, which hopefully you'll like. We visited 2 animal-related places here in Alaska in the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
The first one is the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center, and this place has lots of large Alaskan mammals that are there because they were hurt or they are recuperating or whatever the reason is. They can't be released into the wild, and you can actually go and see them really close.
Yeah.
Closer than it seems like you should.
It's like the best version of a zoo that
Yeah.
you've ever been to, basically.
Right. But they're out on the...
They're totally, yeah, it's like,
roaming.
it's not a zoo.
Yeah.
It's
like a safari.
It's like a rehabilitation zone
Yeah.
for them.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we didn't play our instruments at the place because we didn't want to scare the animals, but we took some footage and we're actually going to play the set right now for you to play along with, and the animal footage will be on the screen for you to look at while you're playing the tunes. So first tune is the Banshee. Second tune is Gravel Walks as suggested by Laura and Maiko. And the last tune is the Concertina Reel,
Okay.
which I was reminded of at the recent Anchorage session, actually. Okay. First one's in G. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 4. That was pretty cool. I was getting mesmerized by the bears.
And I was getting very distracted. That was fun. We should do that again.
Yeah, that was great. Somebody was saying that those bears are pretty well fed. Yes, they are.
Yes,
and
they are.
I mean,
You saw there was a feeding
Yes.
in the video there.
Yes.
Where they just tossed, the lady just tossed a moose leg over the fence.
Yes, and somebody asked me, and I forgot to answer them, where did the moose leg come from? They asked me in my email, and I don't know, but I would guess it's from roadkill, actually.
Probably.
But you may have also noticed that the bears were eating oranges.
Very delicately.
And they were
Only the
like
inside.
peeling the orange and eating the inside out, and also carrots. That last bear was holding a carrot like this and just eating it.
Yeah.
They're pretty delicate for big creatures.
Sarah just asked if the last tune was John Stenson's. I think it is. That was not
Oh,
Concertina Real.
no. Damn it.
Oh, well.
Sorry. The censors are going to get me. You know, Sarah, I've done that before at real life in Mario's. I've played John Stenson's instead of Concertina Real. Shoot. Okay, we're going to have to put Concertina Real on for the next session.
Yeah.
Darn it, I was so excited because I had forgotten about Concertina Real until they played it at the session in Anchorage last week. Okay. Well, I know that Mimi really likes John Stenson's, I think, so that works out well. Thank you for correcting me on that. We have just 3 quick pictures from our journey to the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center that I thought you might like. This is skulls of bears, and the reason I put this on here is because the Halfords had shown us a picture of their resident brown bear's skull. That first skull on the left is a brown bear.
Black bear.
Sorry, the black bear. And the Halfords had a black bear.
Right.
Yeah, black bear. The middle one is a polar bear, and the right-hand one is an Alaskan brown bear.
Whoa.
And those are humongous skulls there. And I also took a close-up picture of the claws, because somebody mentioned the claws. So the interesting thing is that the polar bear claws are actually shorter, and they're the blue ones. The brown bears are the ones that have the really long claws on the bottom.
Because they dig with those.
Yeah,
So
we
those
saw
are
them
their
digging.
diggers, yeah.
And they dig out their winter dens as well. Okay, and this happened on the way out. I looked over and I was like, what is that in that tree? It was a freaking brown bear up in the tree, or a black bear.
I think it was a black bear, yeah, a small one.
Yeah, it was all the way up there in the tree. So this just goes to prove that if you tie your food up in a tree to get away from the bears,
Doesn't matter.
Bear's gonna get it if they want to.
You actually have to string it between 2 trees, and even then they might get it.
I have a picture of a brown bear climbing on a rope, a clothesline between 2 strings to get
even
some food.
if you put it in the middle, I think.
Yeah,
it's
they're
not
very
totally
clever.
safe. Yeah.
Anyway, so we had a really good time visiting the animals, and we have one more segment like that, but with sea animals that we'll show later. Okay. Next we have Kyle Harrison coming out with a song. Now, Kyle is someone who comes to Mario's in real life, has come since near the start of the session, and he is. I mean, I'm biased. Kyle's one of my favorite people who comes to Mario's.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put it out there. He's just great. There's many. I'm just gonna leave it there. We all love Kyle. Unfortunately, Kyle moved away, and so we don't get to see him very often. But since we were doing this singer session, I said, Kyle, will you record us a song? And he did. So we're really excited to have Kyle as a guest. There we go.
Hi everybody. I'm Kyle. I am a Mario's veteran for a while until I moved away, but sorry about that. But I'm back to play you a quick song on the virtual session, at least. It's called Come Back, Paddy Reilly, and I hope you enjoy it. Please sing along. Oh, the Garden of Eden has vanished, they say, but I know the lie of it still. Just turn to the left at the bridge of Finney, and stop when halfway to Boot Hill. 'Tis there I will find it, I know sure enough, when fortune has come to my call. Oh, the grass it is green around Valley James Duff, and blue sky is over it all. With tones that are tender and tones that are gruff, come whispering over the sea. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Valley James Duff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me. My mother once told me that when I was born, the day that I first saw the light, I looked down the street on that very first morn, and I gave a great crow of delight. start with a sorrowful squall. But I knew I was born in Valley James Duff, and that's why I smiled on them all. The baby's a man now, he's toil-worn and tough, still whispers come over the sea. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Valley James Duff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me. A night that we danced by the light of the moon, with Phil to the floor with his flute. When Phil with his lip over, come again soon, he danced the foot out to your boot. The day that I took Long McGee by the scruff for slandering Rosie Kilrain, then marching him straight out of Valley James Duff, assisted him into a drain. Oh, sweet are the dreams as the duty I puff of whispering over the sea. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Valley James Duff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me. I've struck oil at last, I've struck work and I vow, I've struck some remarkable clothes. I've struck a policeman for saying that now I'll go back on my beautiful rose. The bells they may barney, the boys they may bluff, but this I will always maintain. No place in the world is like Valley James Duff, no girl is like Rosie Kilrain. I paid for my passage, the sea may be rough, but born on each breeze there will be. Oh, come back, Paddy Reilly, to Valley James Duff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me. Come back, Paddy Reilly, to Valley James Duff. Come home, Paddy Reilly, to me.
Oh, it's so good to see Kyle.
That was very fun.
Kyle actually wrote a song about Marios.
Yeah, that's right. I'd forgotten about that.
I was 20% hoping that he might sing. We
Yeah.
might have to commission him to sing it some other time. But
Yes.
somebody was asking where he is. Did you say where he is? Is he in California?
California, I thought,
Okay.
but I don't know exactly where.
Where in California? Yeah. That was great. Kyle, I don't know if you're watching, but it's so good to see you. And we all miss you from the original Marios crowd. Okay, so we're speeding right along here tonight with me not saying too much, which is great. And it is already time for the poem.
All right.
So as usual, we're going to have Mimi give us a poem. So let's see what she's got here.
Oh,
Hi.
Oh, hi.
hi, Mimi.
Oh my gosh.
Caitlin.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, wow. It looks like we're in real life talking to Mimi. Is
Yeah.
this actually happening?
Isn't that amazing? And can I just take a moment also to say Kyle is one of my very favorite Mario's gang, and lovely to see him out there in California playing for us again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where he is in California?
I don't. I'm a little afraid to say LA because
Yeah.
New Yorkers
Right.
sometimes go there, but and the song is called Down at Mario's. We have the lyrics somewhere, so
Right.
We actually have a recording of it, don't we? Over on
is that
I
right?
have to,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Chris Murphy might have a
probably,
recording
yeah.
of it. I'll check with him because that might be cool to throw up on the soundboard page or something like that. Who is that you have with you?
Amos.
Hi, Amos.
Amos is delighted to be with us again.
Yes, yes.
He's been practicing.
He's making his
his
live
very
broadcast.
Yeah.
Live broadcast debut.
That's right, live broadcast. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we hear that you have a live in-person poem for us
We
today.
do. We have an exceptionally bad poem tonight. Really
Perfect.
bad.
Perfect.
In recognition of a certain event that is happening later on this evening between you know whom and he who shall not be named. So here we go. About certain things, there is no room for discord. Like the fact in Pamplona, you must sprint or be gored. In case of pandemic, toilet paper do hoard. And avocado and Amos will not be ignored. If you prick a balloon, it will usually deflate. That in some situations you must fish or cut bait. If you dunk a chalkboard, you must have a clean slate. About these things, there really is no debate. And on other things too, we can surely agree, like when we all vote, it affects you and me, and how tune supply magic suits us to a T. Thanks to Ms. Warbelow and Mr. Ranney. Thank you so much to everybody who made this night a really special one. And as always, to Caitlin and Chris, who are heroes to all of us. And stay safe, wear your mask, keep your distance, vote, and eat your kibble. Bye.
Woohoo!
Oh, thanks, Mimi.
That was magical. Mimi in real life.
Mimi
Wow.
in real life. And
And
Amos,
Amos in real life.
Yeah.
And actually, Amos, you know, I forgot to mention the theme for tonight, because we're going to pull back a little bit on the themes, because
Right.
I was getting out of control. But the theme for tonight is animals with people names. So both Amos and Carson fit in that category.
I think so, yeah.
Actually.
Amos is a very old school people name.
That is, I feel like babies are going to start being named Amos soon.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's coming around, that name. Mimi, great to see you in real life and to actually
Yes,
talk
great to have a
in real
little
life.
chat.
That was pretty cool. And Chris, thanks for that tech magic. That was great. So don't forget to throw a few bucks into the contribution. Oh, there's the box. We haven't seen the box in a while.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, throw a few bucks into the box. And then Sierra Pro was asking if the weekly contribution option was still an option, because we used to have that, but then we changed contribution platforms. And indeed it is. It's actually built into the link. So when you go there and you click on the button that says contribute, I actually made a screenshot and I forgot to give it to you, but it says over on the right hand side, one time, weekly, or monthly. So you could just choose some other option if you wanted to make a ongoing contribution. And we do have our schedule up for the rest of the year. So you can do whatever you want. You can do a one time or a weekly or monthly, whatever you like.
Or you can just enjoy the tunes.
Or you can just
That's
enjoy the
totally cool,
tunes. Yes, and I know that a lot of people are increasingly watching the sessions after they happen because life gets in the way.
Right.
And yes, the contribution link does work all the time. I just want to say
Oh, good.
it doesn't only work right
Right.
now. And we are gearing up for having a whole bunch more leaders who are not us, who we will of course be paying our gig wage to. We're really excited to get back to some leaders.
We have a really good schedule coming up.
I've gotten tired of myself.
Yeah.
I don't know about
I've
you.
gotten tired of myself too.
You're supposed to say you were tired of me.
No.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to play some more tunes here. This is going to be us playing, but we're not right here. We are in a brewery, actually, in Anchorage that is run by a friend of a friend. The brewery is the Turnagain Brewery. Turnagain refers to the waterway that is next to Anchorage, and the story that I've always heard is that the early explorers would try to get their boats going up into this waterway because they thought it might go somewhere, go through, and it's a very silty area that has a big tide. It's one of the biggest tides in the world, and they would go up and the tide would go out, and so they'd have to turn around again. They would go up, turn around again, and that's the story I've heard about where the word Turnagain comes from. And this brewery is named after the Turnagain Arm. They make sours, which
Delicious
is our current
sours.
favorite beer.
Yeah.
And we actually had the opportunity to play a few tunes in the brewery in the back. So you can go ahead and play along with these at home. And there's 2 sets. I should warn you, there's 2 sets here. So just be ready for that. Okay, have fun in the brewery.
Welcome to Turnagain Brewing. I'm Ted Rosenzweig. My wife and I, Mary, we're the ownership. And today we're really delighted to have a little bit of music in the brewery. Standing behind me is Caitlin, and underneath her and to her right and left is what we call the brew house. She's on the brew deck. To her right is the mash tun, where we separate the sweet liquid from the grain. To her left is the kettle where we boil. And without further ado, Caitlin.
Thank you. Okay, so I thought the tune that was most appropriate for playing right in this spot on the moon deck, is that right?
Brew deck.
Okay, the brew deck, sorry. I said the moon deck. Would be the mug of brown ale. Would ale be brewed in these?
Yes, ma'am.
Here? Okay, perfect. So I'll play this a couple times at a medium speed in case you want to play along at home here. Okay.
welcome again to Turnigan Brewing in Anchorage, Alaska. Once again, it's a pleasure to have these guys performing for us in our space. This part of our brewery is dedicated 100% to making sour beers. And so behind me is the mothership, like the sourdough bread of the brewery that holds the house culture. The house bacterial culture came from alderwood, which we infuse in the beer through this tube constantly. The other tube over there has French oak, which is basically just cut up wine barrels, and this wood came from my yard here in Anchorage. And so this beer is a dark sour beer that we keep at all times. We drain a little bit out of the tank in order to make our Flanders Red Ale, and then we pull the bacteria out of the bottom of the cone in order to inoculate other beers that we want to sour as well. So this is our unique kind of old school souring program. In this little fermenter over here, we have some apples that a friend of mine in the Matsu Valley gave me, and we pressed those, and that's a cider. We can't sell a cider, but we can blend it with beer to make a beery cider. Also a sour product. And then if we move over here, this is our sour barrel program. Each one of these barrels has a different concoction in it, and they're all extensively aging in order to sour up, mostly with fruit. This one I filled yesterday, and next week there's some cranberry coming down from Fairbanks, so that'll be a cranberry beer. We just pulled a blueberry beer out. A lot of these have raspberries. One has peach. Several of them have several different fruits, like raspberry and tart cherry. And then the ones in the back, which you can't see so well, also raspberry and plain sour lambic guz. And this is our passion. This is this is our home away from home. And once again, we're pleased to finally have some music here during COVID.
Okay, we'll continue on with some reels here. The first one is a tune from New Brunswick called The Mouth of the Tobique, and the second one is called either Farewell to Ireland or Farewell to Erin, depending on who you're speaking with.
Yep.
We'll go with Farewell to Erin for today.
Great.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay!
Woo.
Oh, that's making me thirsty. I'll have some coffee. Woo!
Woo.
We did bring some beer back from that brewery, but we gave it to my sister.
Yes.
It's upstairs. We could steal it because she's not here right now. That would be
Good
mean
idea,
of us.
Yeah.
The acoustics in there were really cool.
It was fun to play,
Yeah.
both for the visual aspect and the acoustics.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Unfortunately, in Alaska, you're not allowed to have fun at breweries
Yeah.
by law.
It's true. No fun allowed.
So you
So
can't.
we're not allowed to play like in the actual tasting room for
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't. You couldn't do a concert, but you could
Right.
do a live stream.
Yeah.
We should probably do that. Anyways, excellent place and excellent people. It was really fun.
Yeah. So thanks again to Ted for hosting us. That was
Absolutely.
super cool.
Yep. Okay, we have just a few community pictures today on the subject of animals with people names. And it can be any animal, although when John Redmond suggested this theme, he did say dogs with people names, but we expanded it to any animal with people names.
Right.
Okay, so let's see what we've got here. This is from Angela Botzer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is, you have to help me because I can't read.
Cathmore?
Oh, yes. And the
Catmore?
Kathy is the short name.
Okay, yeah.
And Cathmore or Cathmore, I'm not sure, it means great warrior
Cool.
in Irish. And she just said this was a elderly dog that she rescued and had for the last couple of years of his life, or her life.
This is from Cindy Fong. This is a great caption. The caption here is Maggie Bell the cat.
That is obviously not a cat.
Okay.
This dog has made an appearance on the session before, I recognize.
Yeah.
That's great.
Let's see. Oh, this is from Ruby Hoy. This is Finnegan Seamus McCat.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Very
goodness.
Let's see. Kathleen Ferraro sent this in. Oh, okay. This is classic.
This is classic.
Good,
Mr. Ed, of course.
Good.
Talking horse.
Okay. Kurt sent this in. This is Howie the cat.
And
with the session on the background.
Yep, the session is in the background.
Very good.
That's Rose Flanagan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Laura Johnson sent this in. Oh, a threefer here.
She said she realized that her family often names their animals people names, and these
Right.
are a few of the ones that have been recent members of the family. I see a trend there in the first line.
Yeah. Okay. TJ sent this in.
Oh yes.
Let's see. The name of this animal is Carrie Keith Sullivan Crines Kevens.
Yes, and this animal has made an appearance before, but the name is so good we had to put it on again.
Okay, Michael Eskin sent this in. Haven't seen him in a while. This is
my
Morris.
I'm ripe.
I'm ripe. Good.
Cats in boxes.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, your mom sent this in. This is well, Caitlin's mom went to the what is it called? The
Alaska
Wildlife Center,
Conservation
Center the other day as well. And she met this moose named Morty.
With a good tongue.
Yeah, good tongue.
And last but not least, this is my cat, Jack, giving his surprised face with his long whiskers. And Jack has no neck in this picture, which is the most amazing part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have a video.
Great pictures.
I forgot who the video was from.
Joey Mullen.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is amazing.
This is great. So this is, Joey sent this in. Well, it speaks for itself. That's Dottie. Dottie the dog.
How did the dog even get into that position?
I'm not sure.
I wonder if this is a common thing.
How would it get out of that position?
Seems like it would just slide off.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've seen cats do that, but I feel like I don't see dogs do that. Yeah. It's amazing. Excellent. Thanks for sending in your pictures pertaining to the theme. We decided we're going to keep the themes going, but we're just gonna tamp down the amount of. We're just gonna go back to basics for the sessions that are remaining in this year and focus more on the tunes and less on the extras, because the extras are fun and I know half of you like them, but we want to focus back on the music. So we'll keep the themes going. You can still send in your pictures. But we won't do so much with it. Okay.
What's next?
We have a new person to the Tune Supply universe coming up next.
Should we have a drum roll for the
drum roll, because that's serious. That's a great one. It's so low.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice. So I received an email a few weeks ago from, I said his name wrong last time, Martin de Cogan.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
I think so.
Okay, he's going to say it in the video in
Yes.
case I say it right. I said it wrong, but I got an email from him out of the blue saying hello, and I said, you should come be on Tunes of Play. And he was excited to do so, and I was excited that he was excited, and so now he's on this session, and he's also contributing to some future sessions, and he's doing some orders for us, and all sorts of things, and we're so excited to have him. He is, of course, an amazing singer and also a great storyteller. We're going to see if he will do a story for a future session.
Yep.
But without further ado, Martin.
Hey everybody, how are you enjoying the session? This is Martin de Cogan here, living in California, singing a song about the other southwest, Cork. Here's a song from the city by Gus McLaughlin called Johnny Go Boating. Sing along with the chorus now, you'll pick it up easy enough. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating, kissing and courting. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Days of our youth when the sun always shone. Days of fond memories, ah, where have they gone? Days when I wandered away from the flock and went boating with Johnny way down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating, kissing and courting. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Next Sunday morning we'll lave the cold quay. We'll bring bread and butter and a bottle of tea. Oh, don't mind the weather, for if it'll rain, we'll pull into Dunkettle, come home by the train. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating, kissing and courting. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Down the marina the crowd will be grand. We'll listen a while to the Barrack Street Band. Back on the river and so on our way, just Johnny and me on our beautiful day. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating, kissing and courting. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. We'll have a few drinks at the Pierhead Bar and go for a ride in Larf Flaherty's car, around by Ringman and back to the pier, when we'll row away home at the tide, Johnny dear. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating, kissing and courting. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Back once again at the Colkey Wall, everything wrapped in me mother's old shawl. Happy as children as homeward we walked, with our arms round each other, too tired to talk. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Johnny go boating, kissing and courting. Johnny go boating down to Black Rock. Have a great night.
Woo! Awesome.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
That would be my reaction as well.
Yeah.
So thank you. We are really looking forward to seeing more of Martin in the future. Is he on the Halloween session?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't have my schedule straight yet,
Yeah.
but he will be returning soon. I first started playing and hanging out with Martin at Swannanoa,
Oh, cool.
which of course didn't happen this year,
Right.
which is very sad, but it's good to see him.
We'll see about next year.
We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so we're going right along here. We're like nearing the end.
Great.
This is good.
We're doing good.
Couple things before we do our next set. First one is, you might have noticed that we're wearing Tunes Supply sweatshirts.
Yes, we are.
They arrived yesterday, day before. Yesterday. They
Yeah.
arrived yesterday.
Perfect timing.
My mom, who is dealing with all of the shipping of everything, has them all packed up already.
Mm-hmm.
She had them packed up within 2 hours of them arriving at her house.
Yep. So they'll be going out
ASAP.
soon. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you ordered one, it's packed and ready to go. We just got to put it in the mail. And we just wanted to wear them so you could see the colors, which are mostly the same as they were online, although the red is a little bit brighter than it was online. Let me move Avocado and Avocado's motorcycle here. So there's a couple colors back here, and we have ours on. And Mimi, the mauve actually looks better in real life than it does in the picture.
It turned out no one else ordered a mauve, so
No.
Mimi has a special edition.
Mimi has
without even intending to get one.
I know.
Yeah.
And my mom has the special edition too. Nobody else ordered
no
the
one
navy, which is like, the navy was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, so this is the slate, and that's the maroon.
Maroon,
And then
yes.
this is the red, the forest, and the gray.
Yeah, so we'll get those out quickly. We did order a few extras, not very many. I think there's 12 or something left over on the website. You want one? And these arrived too. Burb stickers. Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
They're quite cute. That's the hummingbird from our logo designed by Anna Carlton. So we threw those up online as well. Okay, so we have a report from the field today. This this one is pretty funny. So if you've been watching the session for a while, you know that we had some contests recently where I sent out some Alaska products to the winners. Mm-hmm. Now we showed the video of the kelp pickles being tasted last time, and the response was mixed to poor. Yeah. I would say probably poor. With one person who...
It was definitely leaning poor.
It was leaning poor.
Yeah.
And we got a second report from the field back about the moose tard that I sent to Zach Margulies. He was kind enough to make us a video, so we're going to show you what the response was from Zach and his friends.
Hey Marios gang, we're here on Mount Beacon with a report from the field. And I'm here with my friends Quinn, Matt, and Nick. And we're here to try and do a taste test of moose tard, straight from Alaska. We hear it's a polarizing experience, so I want to get a variety of reactions. All right, so we're all gonna try it
off the bat.
Yes.
Chunky.
Wait, maybe we should do a smell test first. It smells like mustard.
Yeah, like sweet mustard. I smell the beer.
Oh, it smells.
That smells good though.
Okay,
it's almost like a spicy mustard.
Smells great. All right, let's try this.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, don't taste it yet.
It does look almost like barbecue moose tart.
Yeah. So in Alaska, as we learned from Caitlin, when you cheers, you say cheers bears. So,
all right, cheers bears.
Cheers bears.
You know, that could be good on a sandwich, maybe.
I would put it on. It has to be on a hot dog or a sandwich or something.
It's spicy.
A very light layer. This.
Yeah, it's strong. It's potent. Yeah, it's not bad. Potent. It's not spittable bad.
All right. So I think we have a consensus. All right.
I give it a 5. It's okay.
But yeah, it's
5
not
on
bad.
its own, but I think it could really zing a dish right up.
There we go.
Zing.
All right.
Well, that was not a glowing review of the moose tart.
So I'm 0 for 2.
I guess that's to be expected. Seems like my favorite comment was, it needs to be on a hot dog.
It needs to be on a hot dog. Oh man.
Which, okay, to be fair, I don't know anybody that just eats mustard.
Well, okay,
on a spoon.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. You do want to eat it probably with something, but when you, I mean, even with mustards, if you have to go and spit it out in the forest. So I appreciate Zach and his friends trying the moose tart.
They're very good sports.
They're very good sports, as were all of the kelp pickle tasters.
Yes.
Nobody is ever going to trust me again when I say this Alaskan food is really good. You should try it.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because I think they're pretty good, but. Anyways, we will keep doing some contests as time goes on. We're not doing one tonight, but actually next week is the Halloween session, which I'll tell you about in just a second, but there will be prizes for the Halloween session. So you'll have another chance to try some Alaskan foods.
We'll try to get some better tasting prizes.
Yes. Okay, sorry. My ears are hurting because I'm laughing so much. Do you ever hear this, this problem? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to play another set for you to play along with. And we're going to show footage while we're playing from the Seward Sea Life Center. So this is marine mammals and invertebrates, from very small to very large, actually. The Seward Sea Life Center is this really cool place where I've gone since it opened. I can't remember when it opened, but it was in a huge budget crunched this year because nobody could visit the Seward Sea Life Center,
Right.
and they weren't sure what they were going to do with all the animals, and they were going to have to close. And Alaskans banded together and donated so much money that now they're going to be able to stay open.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Anyway, same deal with this one. We didn't actually play while we were there, but we took some footage and we're going to play, and you can watch the animals as we do that. The tunes are the Promenade, which was a tune suggested by Grania Evans. And I haven't played this in a long time, but love it. We're going to pull that out. Chris just learned it, of course, 3 minutes before the session.
Yep.
And then we'll go into the Butterfly after that and finish up with Boys of Ballisodare, but not the real. We'll do the hop jig. So these are all in 9/8, the hop jig rhythm. And we're going to go nice and slow on all three of these. I'm just going to play the beginning of this Promenade in case you've forgotten how that one goes.
That's helpful for me too.
Not you. I was telling them
No,
out there.
I'm serious.
And
Okay.
I was telling myself too. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I got so taken with watching that sea lion that I screwed up the transition to the butterfly.
Yeah, it's really distracting.
It's extremely distracting. I was just staring at the screen we have here and completely like not here in this moment playing. Yes. Thank you for saving me on that change there. We'll just say that was a pre-arranged thing that we did there with the extra two and 2.3 extra measures or whatever it was.
Totally intended that.
I was totally intended, yeah. So I'm sure like many other people my age, seems like everybody wanted to be a marine biologist. Did you have this?
Well, I never actually wanted to, but I know people our age that.
Yeah, tons of people. I was like, the calling was to be a marine biologist, which of course I wanted to do that. And I had all of the scientific names memorized of all of the marine vertebrates when I was a little kid. And my favorite one, of course, was the starfish. And so touching the starfish in those touch tanks that they have, it's cool. Like, it really makes me quite happy to do that. Yeah. So
there was 2 touch tanks there. One was full of like sea urchins and some anemones.
And sea cucumbers, yeah.
And then the other one was just full of starfish.
Oh, it's like heaven to me. Yeah. What was your favorite one to touch? You liked the urchin, didn't you?
I did, because of the reaction was cool.
Yeah, really cool stuff. If you ever get to visit the Sea Life Center, it's a cool place. And of course, it's also like the Wildlife Center. It's not a zoo. It's they do rehabilitation there, and most of the animals that are there can't be released. I think that's the case with that sea lion, actually.
Probably.
And usually they have seals, but the seals were on vacation.
Seals were on vacation.
When we were there, unfortunately. But we'll have to go back. Okay, so we have 3 quick pictures from the Seward Sea Life Center. First one is, this is mostly for any kids or adults, I suppose, that are watching. This is the instructions on how you do the seal hop, which is an actual movement or dance that is done apparently in some native cultures. I didn't get the part of the picture where it explains, but those are the directions if anybody would like to try, and send us a video. If you send us a video, I'll send you some moussard.
Oh yeah, that would be definitely worth some moussard.
Okay, we'll leave that there. You can come back.
We will not be demonstrating the seal hop on this session.
No, we will not.
But if you wish to submit a video, feel free.
So after we were in Seward, Chris and I walked up to the trail that goes to the Exit Glacier. When I was a kid, the Exit Glacier was down much farther than it is now. It's been very rapidly receding. But when you start going up the trail, there's a sign about wildlife that has been sighted. And I just want to note that under location, you can see that there was a bunny up the trail, but there was no danger, and we were not eaten by the bunny.
That's excellent.
Yeah. And we saw the bunny, and it startled me.
We saw the bunny. Yeah. We also were not eaten.
We also were not eaten by the bunny. Yep. And then here's the glacier. You can see down in the lower left-hand corner the year marker. So in the year 2010, only 10 years ago, the glacier was right where that marker is. It has receded that much in 10 years. And it's very interesting. They had the markers going back to actually 1898, was
Something like that, yeah.
Extremely quickly receding glacier.
Okay, we had one more late-breaking community submission.
Oh, yes.
On the theme.
This is not a glacier.
This is John Redmond's mother's dog. Let me see if I get this right. So John's mom is named Kathy, and this is
Cindy.
Cindy Redmond, the dog.
Cindy Redmond, the dog. Yes. And it was important for us to show this because it was this dog who started the idea for this theme tonight. John said we should have a Dogs with Human Names session.
Yes.
So thank you to John, Cindy, and Kathy. For the theme tonight. Extremely cute dog.
That is a cute dog.
Yes. John should get a dog.
Yeah.
John. Okay, so we have one more singer, and then we're actually done. We're doing pretty good on time. We're going to do one more song and one more set. I mentioned that next week is Halloween, is the Halloween session. Chris and I are going to be back in New York, strangely. This is going to be very strange.
Yep.
And we have a whole bunch of guests. Actually, a bunch more guests just joined, so we're going to update the list of guests. But for you all, what we would love for you to do, if it's not too much work and you want to participate, in real life, what we do for Halloween is we all just dress up as a tune, and it is extremely extensive, the costumes.
Yep.
Clever. Some people, like Bob Armistead, works on his costume all year. It usually has mechanical elements in it.
He had pneumatics.
Pneumatics? Yes, he did have pneumatics two times, actually.
2 times.
Yeah. Some of the costumes are silly. Some are extravagant. Some are very simple but clever. In fact, my favorite one probably was Pete Shug's costume a couple of years ago. and he was just in his normal clothes, and he had a disembodied arm, just like this much of the arm hanging from his neck, and it had blood all over it.
Yep.
And we were like, what the heck are you? I don't know if anybody can guess. I've told this story, so you probably not. He was, give me your hand. It's brilliant.
Simple and brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Brilliant. So it doesn't have to be fancy, but if you would like to dress up as a tune in your house, and it can just be simple using whatever's there, send us a picture or a video, and we're going to show those on the session next week, in addition to, of course, playing tunes and having guests. And there will be prizes. It will not be like being there, but we're going to try as hard as we can to make it a approximation of the night. And then next year, some people are talking about their costumes for next year already. Bob and Sarah, I think.
That's wise.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
so
so the costumes for next year are going to be extra extravagant because people will have an entire extra year to have been working on.
So the expectations are high, is what we're saying for next year.
Right.
In other words, everybody has to have pneumatics involved in the costume.
Yep. Or electric power or something.
Electric. I did one with electric power one year actually.
True.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so that's all not true. You can go super simple with your costume if you want, but send us a picture or video to tunes@tune.supply, and there is our lovely poster. And I don't actually know if it's the 6th annual. I just put that because
it doesn't matter.
It felt like about 6. It might be 7.
I love this poster. It's very spooky, but also fun.
Oh, thank you.
There will be prizes. Come prepared.
Yes. Okay. So we've got one more song here of our 4 singers. This is going to be a song from Amelia Hogan. Now, Amelia has not met us, and we have not met Amelia, like many of our guests this year. We know each other only through the internet, and Amelia was recommended to us, so we're really excited to have her. She is singing a song that is a big Mario's tune, and we did not arrange this, actually. It just happened. And you'll recognize the song once she starts singing. If you do want to sing along, just one more time, I'll say that the lyrics are over on the soundboard. So that's tune.supply/sounds. So you can sing along with her.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, my name is Amelia Hogan, and I am a traditional singer of Irish, American, Scottish, English folk songs. And I'm going to be singing for you today, Colleen Jascrichenamo, or Pretty Maid Milking a Cow in Irish, which you may recognize as a traditional tune. It being on a fine summer's morning, as the birds sweetly tuned on each bough, I heard a fair maid sing most charming, as she sat milking her cow. Her voice was enchanting, melodious. It left me scarce able to go. My heart it was soothed and solaced by the Colleen Jascrichenamo. I courteously did salute her. Good morning, most amiable maid. I am your captive slave for the future. Kind sir, do not banter, she said. I'm not such a precious rare jewel that I should enamor you so. I am but a plain country girl, says the Colleen Jascrichenamo. Oh, the Indies afford no such jewels, so precious, so transparent clear. Oh, do not refuse me my jewel. Consent now and love me, my dear. For riches I care not a farthing. It's your love that I'd want, and no more. I'd rather live poor on the mountain as the Colleen Jascrichenamo. I don't understand what you mean, sir. I ne'er was a slave yet to love. For these feelings I have no desire. I pray your affections remove. To marry, I can assure you, is a state I would not undergo. I'd rather live single and airy as the Colleen just creature moon.
Lovely.
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 Amelia, thanks so much for joining us. I think Amelia's in the comments. I saw her earlier.
Yeah, I think so.
And I really wish, as I do with everyone we've met, that we can play and sing together in the future, in person, hopefully. I'm thinking that maybe if and when Mario's gets back together, well, when, not if, when, we should restart the singing.
The singing requirement.
The singing requirement.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to come except the singers.
I'm probably not going to come.
We could sing Pagan All. Everybody can sing Pagan All.
Yeah.
Okay, get ready with your singing voices because we might have to restart this requirement. That was amazing. And somebody, I think Kim said, she said, I love vocals on their own so much.
Yes.
Me too. Absolutely gorgeous. And of course, that was The Pretty Girl Milking Her Cow, which we frequently play as a tune. I forgot to show you all something real quick before we do our last set, which is this. It's a seal mask. Whoa, fogging my glasses. That I got at the Seward Sea Life Center.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
I'm probably going to scare people by wearing it.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, I saw someone walking around Fairbanks with an animal mask on yesterday.
Probably from the same.
It was probably from the Sea Life Center.
Was it was it a shark?
It was too far away. I couldn't see.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a great idea because you can
really
pretend to be whatever animal you ever
fun.
wanted to be.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do one last set here and we're going to finish like perfectly on time.
Right on
Amazing.
time, just like we planned.
So you all can either not watch or watch other things that might be happening tonight. Final things here. I just want to mention that the schedule is posted for the next 5 sessions. It's right now it's only on Facebook. We just have not gotten a chance to put it on YouTube. But the next week is the Halloween session. The following week after that is Emerald Ray, amazing fiddle player, and Callum Bell. I don't know Callum, but he's playing guitar.
Yep.
Then, really excited to have Mick Maloney is going to lead the session the week after that with some guests who we don't know who they're going to be at.
Yet to be announced.
Yet to be announced guests with Mick Maloney. And then there's a bunch of other people. I won't go through it, but you can go check out that schedule on our Facebook page, and I'll put it on the website and all that soon. We are going to, there's 2 more weekly sessions next week and the week after. And then we're, at least for now, going to go to an every other week schedule, at least for the moment, because the holidays are coming. We're feeling like people are, yes?
Go ahead.
Oh, we're feeling like people are having some online fatigue.
Right.
What were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say, we're also going to move it to Monday for a few of the sessions, right?
Yeah, we're going to move it to Monday. However, if you do want to fill out that survey, I put the link in the comments again. That will help us to determine what is going to happen now, what day it's going to be on, what time. Some people wanted it a little earlier, how often, all that sort of stuff. Please go fill out the survey because that's how we can communicate with you as to what you actually want from us. And if it's not needed anymore, obviously we won't do it, or we'll do it less. But we want to hear from you so we can figure out what makes the most sense. And thank you for your time doing that. That's it. Actually, that was everything I had written there. Wow, amazing. Okay, so let's play another set. So this is our last set for today. It's just 2 reels, but they're fast-paced, high-powered reels. So we're going to start with MacArthur Road, which is in E major. Am I saying this right?
Yep.
Okay. And the second one is Boys of Malin, I believe.
Yep.
Not Malin. Malin. Malin Head. Yes. Boys of Malin. First one is in E, and the second one is A. The first one's a little tricky, so if you want to just dance to that one, that's totally fine. You can just do that and then join us on Boys of Malin. We're playing this first one for TJ. I think TJ likes these like high-powered fiddle songs, so hope he's watching. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I said one more, and then I had to say one more because there was
One more
some
again.
good piano playing going on over here.
Double one more.
Double one more. That's like when I teach people, I often say one more, and then I say one more after that.
Yeah, I do
one
the same
time
thing.
I had a kid who I did that to too many times, and she said, "You always say one more, and then you say one more again."
That's true.
Anyways, okay, so this is perfect timing. Thanks for joining us tonight, and also thanks for joining us for all 5 of these CTARS sessions.
Yes.
Obviously, it was a lot of us and a lot of Alaska footage, and I hope it was okay. But if it wasn't, don't worry. We are now going to revert to our normal schedule for the next couple. Well, Halloween is going to be Halloween.
Halloween will be what it is.
That's going to be an extravaganza next week, and then we will revert to our normal schedule. Some people have been suggesting folks that they want to see on the session. We always like to hear that, especially if you want to hook us up with people who are in your community. That's how we got Amelia on the session, actually.
So we've got a number of our guests, actually.
Yes. And speaking of people like that, Kevin Lees is back on the session.
Yes.
But he's now in Norway.
He moved to Norway.
He's in Norway, which is pretty cool.
Good place to spend the winter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. So yeah, send us suggestions. Please fill out the survey, and we are taking all of that information seriously. And there's been some really cool, good ideas that have come in that we're going to implement. Throw a few bucks in the contribution box if you can on top of Chris's head. You should receive them like in your mouth. They could throw the coins into your mouth.
You should have a little animation.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like on the apps when you open your mouth and something happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. And I think that's it. Do you want to say thank you?
Yeah, thanks. We had our 4 guests today, Brenda and Kyle and Martine and Amelia.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us for those lovely songs.
Yes, and thank you to my nephews for starting us off there.
Lena, if you missed it, I know a lot of people tend to join in
a
little bit late, but if you missed it, go back and just check out the first 2 minutes of the session. It's pretty fun.
My nephews started us off today.
They've been asking to make an appearance
Yes, they have.
since we've been here, basically. So.
And we did clear it with their parents. We
Yes.
just want to make sure.
Of course.
Anyways, thanks for joining us. Don't stay up too late watching any other TV programs that may or may not be on tonight. And we're really looking forward to seeing you for Halloween next week. Send us your costumes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.